Have you ever woken up with that bloated, heavy feeling and someone told you drink a glass of water with lemon on an empty stomach and that will help? Maybe you've even tried it or know someone who swears it changed their life. But does it really make a difference? Does drinking water with lemon on an empty stomach really help you lose weight, or is it just another internet fad that we believe in because everyone is talking about it? And more, is it safe to take it every day? Is it bad for people with stomach problems? Does it really help to cleanse the body, depuff, improve the skin? Or is this all just a placebo effect? I know there's a lot of information out there. There's a video saying that water with lemon is miraculous, that it cures everything, that it melts fat while you sleep. On the other hand, there are people who say that it is just a myth, that it changes absolutely nothing, and that we are wasting time believing in nonsense. And then in the middle of it all, you don't know what is true, what is exaggeration, what can actually help you, and what is pure invention. But what if I told you that the answer is neither completely yes nor completely no? What if the secret isn't in the lemon itself, but in the way you use, in the context you create in your day, in the small choices that seem simple, but when they add up, make a huge difference? Have you ever stopped to think that maybe lemon isn't the miracle, but rather the first step in a bigger change? Why do so many people who start drinking water with lemon in the morning end up saying they feel better? Is it just a coincidence, just psychological, or is there something happening inside our body that makes sense when we look at it from the perspective of science? And why do some people feel the effect and others feel nothing? Is there a right way to do it? An ideal time? A correct amount? And there's more. Is it just any lemon? Tahiti lemon, Sicilian, with peel, without peel, with warm water, cold water on an empty stomach, before coffee, after coffee, with sweetener, without sweetener, mixed with ginger. In short, so much variation. And in the midst of all this, how do you separate what really works from what is just noise? Because let's face it, we don't want to waste time. No one wants to follow a routine that doesn't bring results, especially when it comes to our health, our body, our efforts to lose weight, to be more energetic, to feel good. Have you ever wondered what really happens in your body in the first few minutes after drinking a glass of water with lemon as soon as you wake up? Does the metabolism really speed up? Is there some chemical reaction happening there, some stimulus in the liver, in the stomach, in digestion? Or is it just a passing sensation? And what about the detox effect? Does it really exist? Or is it just a pretty name they use to sell an idea? And if it's true that it helps you lose weight, how does that happen? Does lemon burn fat? Does it take away your appetite? Does it interfere with insulin, blood sugar, and bowel function? Or does it just trick the brain with that sour taste and give the impression that we are doing something healthy? Now think with me. What if for years your body had been asking for help, sending you signs of bloating, heartburn, constipation, tiredness, bad skin, and an attitude as simple as starting the day with a glass of water with lemon could start to get everything back on track? Does it seem exaggerated? It might even seem like it. But what if you never tried it the right way? What if the difference isn't just in the lemon water, but how it fits into your routine? How does it help you start the day with a healthy decision which inspires you to continue making good choices? Have you ever noticed how the way we start the day influences everything that comes after? When you wake up and go straight to breakfast with bread full of sugar and fat, the body reacts in a certain way. Now when you wake up, take a deep breath, drink a glass of water, take care of your digestion, give your body time to wake up. Isn't the feeling different? And if lemon can help with this process, even if just a little, isn't it worth trying anymore? And more, why do some people take it and swear that their skin has improved, that their intestines work better, that their belly has become smaller? Is it just a coincidence, or is there a basis for this? And what is the role of vitamin C from citric acid? How do these components act on the body first thing in the morning? Does this really have an effect on digestion, immunity, fluid retention? Perhaps the most important question is not whether lemon water alone lose weight. Perhaps the right question is, can it be real support for those who are already trying to change their lives, improve their habits, lose weight healthily, without going hungry, without going on a crazy diet? And can everyone take it? There are people who say that anyone who has gastritis should avoid it. Others say that just dilute it well and it won't be a problem. But what then? How do you know if it's safe in your case? Is there really a contraindication? How long can you take it? And is the health of your teeth affected? Did you know that lemon, despite being natural, can wear away tooth enamel over time if consumed the wrong way? Have you ever had that feeling of doing everything right, eating well, exercising, drinking water, and yet the weight doesn't come off? What if the problem isn't just what you eat, but how your body absorbs, digests, eliminates? What if water with lemon can give this a little boost, making this process easier? Is it not worth testing responsibly? And the most curious thing, why does water with lemon help some people control their desire to eat sweets early in the morning? Is it the sour taste that changes the taste? Will there be any effect on satiety hormones? Have you ever thought about starting the day feeling less like attacking that bread with jam or that sweet cookie? What would your day be like if you started lighter with a more balanced body? Are you starting to realize that this simple mixture of two ingredients that everyone has at home, water and lemon, can have much more impact than it seems? That perhaps more than losing weight, it is a starting point for a more conscious lifestyle. And here comes another important point: consistency. There is no point in drinking water with lemon once in a while and expecting a miraculous result. The body doesn't work like that. Health and sustainable weight loss come from repeating good choices over time. And what's interesting is that this simple morning habit has a greater effect than it seems, not only on the body, but on the mind as well. When you start the day by doing something good for yourself, your mind registers it as a sign of self-care. And this small gesture can positively influence other decisions throughout the day. It seems little, but in the end it is these small accumulated attitudes that make a difference in your weight loss, your health, and the way you feel about your body. Now, talking more deeply about the physiological effects, lemon stimulates the production of digestive enzymes. This can improve stomach function, helping to break down food and absorb nutrients. With more efficient digestion, the body makes better use of everything you eat, and this includes vitamins, minerals, and fiber. And lighter digestion can mean less bloating, less gas, and more energy. Many people report this feeling of lightness in the first few weeks. Of course, it's not just the lemon that causes this, but it does contribute to this process. Another curious point is the effect of water with lemon on the body's acid-base balance. Although lemon is acidic in flavor, it has an alkalizing effect on the body. This means that, when metabolized, it helps to reduce internal acidity, which can help fight inflammation, regulate blood pH, and strengthen the immune system. It's one of those contradictions of nature that make sense when we understand the biochemical process. And as most people today live with their bodies in an inflammatory state, whether due to poor diet, stress, lack of sleep, or a sedentary lifestyle, including alkalizing foods like lemon can be a good strategy within a routine focused on well-being. And since we are talking about inflammation, it is worth remembering that many obesity conditions are associated with chronic inflammatory processes. This means that the body, instead of functioning well, is constantly in a state of defense, fighting against itself. Then comes fluid retention, difficulty losing weight, tiredness, joint pain, and several other symptoms that we sometimes think are normal, but they aren't. And what does this have to do with lemon water? She alone won't solve this, of course, but it can be part of an anti-inflammatory routine, along with a diet rich in vegetables, good sources of fat, lean proteins, rest and light physical activity. Another benefit reported by many people who drink lemon water on an empty stomach is improved intestinal transit. And this has complete connection with the weight loss process. When the intestine does not work well, the body accumulates toxins, absorbs nutrients poorly, and ends up becoming slower, more inflamed, and more bloated. And then comes that feeling of a bloated belly, discomfort, difficulty eliminating what the body doesn't need. Balanced digestion is key for anyone who wants to lose weight in a sustainable way. Lemon, as it has a slightly laxative effect and stimulates the production of bile, helps regulate this process. And if you combine this with a good intake of fiber, such as oats, chia, or flaxseed throughout the day, the results can be even better. And while we're on the subject of fiber, it's worth remembering that the combination of water, lemon, and chia, for example, has become popular as a natural drink that prolongs satiety. Chia, when hydrated, forms a gel that takes up space in the stomach and slows down digestion. This means less hunger for the next few hours. So imagine starting the day with a drink that hydrates, activates digestion, helps balance pH, and also helps keep you satiated for longer. Doesn't that seem like a smart choice? And all of this with simple, accessible, natural ingredients with no contraindications as long as you don't have any specific health problems, of course. But it's important to do everything right. Taking lemon pure, for example, can harm the stomach and tooth enamel. The ideal is to dilute it in at least 200 ml of water, preferably warm, and drink it on an empty stomach as soon as you wake up. After that, the ideal is to wait 15 to 30 minutes before consuming any other food. This time allows the body to better absorb the effects of the drink and prepare for breakfast. And here comes an important point: breakfast. Many people think that just because they drink water with lemon, they can continue eating anything. But it's not quite like that. If you drink water with lemon and then eat white bread with margarine, it won't do much good. It's like taking one step forward and 2 steps back. The ideal is to follow with a balanced breakfast, with fruits, light proteins, fiber, and good fats. And if you're wondering if you can sweeten or add honey, the answer is, the more natural, the better. Sweetening water with lemon, even with honey, can alter the glycemic index and hinder the expected benefits, especially if your goal is weight loss. If you're looking for flavor or want to vary it a little, you can add mint, ginger, turmeric, or cinnamon. These ingredients have anti-inflammatory and thermogenic properties and can complement the drink well, bringing more benefits to health and the weight loss process. So, have you ever tried drinking water with lemon on an empty stomach? Did you feel any difference in your body, mood, digestion? Or are you just starting out and want to know if it's really worth keeping this habit? I really want to know your experience. Leave here in the comments how it has been for you. Your report may help other people who are in doubt, who don't know where to start, or who think this is all nonsense. Sometimes it is by hearing a story similar to ours that we feel motivated to try too. And if you haven't started yet, but are thinking about changing your habits, this could be a good entry point. Simple, cheap, natural, without suffering. Because to start a journey of lasting health and weight loss, you don't need to wait for Monday or a fad diet or a secret formula. Sometimes all it takes is a glass of water with lemon to say to yourself, "Today, I choose to take care of myself." If this video made sense to you, if it somehow helped you see lemon water with different eyes, take advantage of this moment and subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about real health with simple, practical information that fits into your daily life. And if you've made it this far, I know you're the type who takes care of yourself conscientiously, so comment below. I choose to take care of myself. I want to see who really stayed until the end. Your comment will show me that this content was worth it for you and will inspire other people too. Let's go together on this journey of health and vitality.